Ever wondered what keeps billions of dollars safe in the world of crypto? Behind every smart contract lies a silent guardian and audit. In this video, we're diving into the minds of CertiK, PeckShield, and Hacken to uncover exactly what they look for when they scan blockchain code for vulnerabilities. Whether you're a developer, investor, or just crypto curious, this deep dive will arm you with the knowledge to spot red flags and stay secure. Don't miss out, smash that subscribe button right now so you never fall behind on the smartest crypto moves. 1. Code consistency check. CertiK, PeckShield, and Hacken begin by examining the consistency of the code with its intended logic. They ensure that functions behave as expected under all scenarios. Inconsistent logic can lead to exploits and financial loss. These firms dive deep into the syntax and semantics. They check for redundant statements or risky assumptions. An audit looks for irregular flows and incomplete conditions. It scrutinizes loops and branching logic. Auditors validate expected results from every input. Even minor deviations are flagged for revision. Consistent logic builds a strong foundation. It prevents cascading bugs later in development. They also verify if function naming reflects actual behavior. Logical consistency helps avoid user confusion and misinterpretation. Special attention is given to fallback behavior in edge cases. Unexpected results from time manipulation or block state changes are reviewed. Finally, consistency is documented so future updates won't disrupt integrity. 2. Vulnerability identification. These audit giants look for known security flaws in smart contracts. They test for common exploits like reentrancy, integer overflow, and unchecked call values. Vulnerabilities like these have led to millions in losses before. Auditors use automated tools to detect high-risk patterns. Then, they manually verify the threat. This two-step method reduces false positives. Reentrancy attacks are closely checked in DeFi contracts. Dangerous storage collisions are also flagged. Auditors examine fallback functions thoroughly. They also study how external calls are handled. Identifying and fixing vulnerabilities is the first line of defense. They examine race conditions, where operations can be interrupted or reordered. Delegated calls are tested to ensure no unintentional permissions are granted. Contracts interacting with oracles or off-chain data are reviewed for spoofing risks. Static and dynamic exploits are cross-checked against vulnerability databases. Each identified flaw is categorized by severity and likelihood of exploitation. 3. Gas optimization strategies. Inefficient code costs users more in transaction fees. CertiK, PeckShield, and Hacken help developers optimize for gas. They identify bloated or unnecessary logic. They recommend replacing loops with mappings or structs. Functions that are too complex are broken down. Auditors suggest using view or pure keywords where possible. They highlight events that don't add value. Memory and storage management is closely analyzed. Unused variables are removed to save gas. Function modifiers are consolidated smartly. The goal is to make smart contracts lean, fast, and economical. 4. Permission and access control. Who can call what? That's a crucial question in smart contract security. Auditors check whether access control is properly implemented. Functions like withdraw must be restricted to the right roles. CertiK often looks for misused on-the-owner modifiers. PeckShield ensures administrative roles are isolated and clear. Hacken checks for privilege escalations. Auditors examine the contract's constructor for hidden risks. They test if roles can be hijacked or lost. Functions must revert on unauthorized access attempts. The goal is to prevent unauthorized actors from exploiting sensitive features. Strong access control equals safer contracts. 5. Upgradability and proxy safety. Modern smart contracts often use proxy patterns. CertiK and Hacken are experts in this domain. They inspect how upgrades are handled and if the storage layout stays intact. Proxies must be secure against upgrade hijacking. Incorrect logic during upgrades can break a contract. PeckShield checks initialization functions for repeat calls. They also audit if upgrade logic maintains original function order. Safe upgrades rely on clear documentation and tight controls. Upgradability also introduces more complexity and risk. So these firms focus on minimizing attack surfaces. Proper proxy setup ensures long-term functionality and security. 6. Dependency risk analysis. Smart contracts often import code from external libraries. This is risky if those libraries have flaws. Auditors check if any outdated or vulnerable dependencies are used. Libraries like OpenZeppelin are reviewed for compatibility. Any forks of libraries are checked for malicious code. CertiK compares imported modules to the originals. PeckShield looks at how deeply a dependency is integrated. Hacken assesses how third-party code impacts core logic. Contracts relying on oracles are also closely examined. A compromised dependency can lead to full contract failure. Clean and updated libraries reduce systemic risk. 7. Event emission and logging. Events help track smart contract activity on-chain. But incorrect event emission leads to confusion and security issues. CertiK ensures that all critical actions have corresponding events. Hacken checks the parameters within those events. PeckShield verifies if any sensitive info is unintentionally exposed. Auditors look for missing or redundant events. They verify that state changes are always traceable. Logging helps in audits, disputes, and future debugging. Consistent event naming and formatting is also encouraged. Events are not just for developer, they improve transparency for users. Proper logging ensures accountability. 8. Business logic review. Security isn't just about code, it's about logic too. CertiK dives into the business logic behind the contract. Is the logic fair, balanced, and exploit-proof? PeckShield simulates real-world use cases to test economic flow. Hacken uses adversarial thinking to find loopholes. Auditors evaluate how tokens are minted, burned, or staked. The tokenomics are inspected for unintended behaviors. Game theory is applied to test incentives and rewards. Any behavior that favors a bad actor is flagged. A good contract reflects its white paper's vision. Aligning logic and code ensures fairness and trust. 9. Static and dynamic analysis. These audits involve both static and dynamic analysis. Static analysis looks at code structure and logic without executing it. Dynamic analysis involves simulating real-world interactions. CertiK uses tools like Slither and MythX for static scans. Hacken and PeckShield run testnets for behavioral checks. Dynamic testing catches unexpected runtime issues. They test for transaction ordering risks. Simulated attacks reveal vulnerabilities unseen in static scans. Dynamic analysis mimics real-world stress. It shows how the contract behaves under pressure. Combining both methods delivers a full security picture. 10. Post-audit support and reporting. After identifying issues, these firms don't just walk away. They offer post-audit support to developers. CertiK includes remediation advice and updated scorecards. PeckShield offers detailed severity rankings for each issue. Hacken provides follow-up assessments and re-audits. Developers get a full audit report with clear recommendations. Transparency is key. Many reports are made public. This boosts user confidence in the protocol. Post-audit support ensures fixes are implemented correctly. Follow-ups prevent recurring issues in future upgrades. This ongoing partnership enhances security maturity. Good audits go beyond just spotting flaws, they foster improvement. And there you have it, the secrets behind how CertiK, PeckShield, and Hacken dissect smart contracts to protect your assets and the integrity of the crypto space. Understanding these layers of analysis helps you make smarter decisions, whether you're investing in a DeFi protocol or writing your own dApp. Security isn't a one-time thing, it's an ongoing commitment. So stay sharp, stay informed, and keep your digital life protected. If you found value in this deep dive, hit that like button. Share this video with your crypto-savvy friends, and of course, subscribe to the channel for more powerful insights every week.